Hello scholars, welcome to today's class. Today we are going to be talking about basketball. We know that for the past few lessons we've been looking at ball games. Basketball is a game that is played on a rectangular court in which two teams of 5 players. It's a very fast game that is played by each team is made up of 5 players. In the game, each team is to throw the ball into the opponent's baskets. At the same time, as they are playing, each team must be playing to prevent the other team from throwing the ball into their courts. The net is made up of a basket. That is the net in a basketball game. It's made up of a basket with an open base through which the ball passes. And when the game is going on, the person that is able to have more putting it inside, making sure that the ball is being put inside the net, becomes what? The winner. A player can pass through. In playing the ball, a player can pass through, take, or roll the ball in any direction that is allowed by the rules of the game. Scores are recorded whenever the ball enters into the basket. So whenever team A puts the ball into the basket, their score is being recorded. The next thing we'll be looking at is positions of players. There are 3 positions of players in a basketball game. The first one is forward. When we talk about forward, there are 2 forward in each team. They still in the front of the net. The next one is known as the next position is called guards. This guard, we have 2 guards in a basketball game in each team. They stay behind the forward in the court. Then the next one is the center position. That center position, there is one center in each team. The person stays, when we talk about center, you already know that. That means the player is staying at the middle of the court. So now that we've known the position of players when they are carrying out basketball, we look at the skills. The first skills there is what? Jump ball. Jump ball is the first skills there. When we talk about jump ball begins and starts a basketball. That is, to take a jump ball, you have 2 opposing players. That is team A, team B. The 2 opposite players, they stand in the middle of the court, and you have the referee. We know who they call the referee in game. That is the instructor. Let me use that word. Just as we have in classroom, you have your instructor in classroom, which is your teacher. So the referee there is the instructor of the game. He stands holding the ball between them. Then he will toss the ball into the air. That is, he throws the ball into the air and he lifts it. Each player now tries to jump and tap the ball towards the side of their court to his or her playmate. That is what we call jump ball. So if you look at my screen now, you see that they are jumping to begin the basketball. So the next skills is catching. We talk about catching. Catching is when a player receives the ball from the teammate. In catching the ball, the player watches the oncoming ball and stretch the arms with fingers spread towards the game. So the player will receive that ball from the teammate. He or she must move to a good throwing, passing position. So the next key is passing. When we talk about passing, passing is where the what? The player holds the ball with his two hands, passes the ball by throwing it in a sharp and quick move. You have to be sharp and you have to be what? Quick. That is why I said it's a fast game. The sharp move to his or her teammates. If the ball fails to reach the receiver, that's the person you want to go and give the ball to, the player's team, that team will now what? Lose the ball possession. So another one is dribbling. Having total control of the ball by a continual bouncing of the ball with either hands towards the opponent's court until a goal is scored or the ball is passed to another team. This is used to display an opponent from the ball by doing what? By continuous what? Bouncing, pam, pam, pam. You have to do what? Bounce it with one hand. Dribbling can be done while standing in one place or by moving around. Then the next skill is shooting. Shooting, putting the ball into the opponent's what? Basket. The team that shoots more balls into the opponent's basket becomes what? The winner. So for you to be a good basketball player, you have to have the skill of what? Shooting. Because the team that shoots more becomes what? The winner. A correct shoot into the basket is known as what? A score. So shooting is the ability to put the ball into the opponent's what? Basket. So these are some of the skills of basketball. So with these, I know you will be able to carry out what? A basketball game. It's a very interesting game, and also is a very fast game that we can enjoy while playing. So this is where I'm going to be ending the lesson for today. Make sure you attend to your quiz and ask any question in the note section, and I will be there to answer your question. Thank you so much, my Stanley Kids, for being in my lesson. Goodbye. See you in our next class. Love you.